Beautiful start to this Thursday morning, folks. We're just talking here with our next guest about how busy a weekend it's going to be, folks. The New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science is inviting you to dive into the deep of long ago, exploring the mystery of the giant Buzzsaw Shark. Combines a bit of history, art, and scientific humor. The touring exhibition promises fun for the entire family. And joining us now to share more is the man behind the madness, Ray Troll, along with Dr. Spencer Lucas, curator of paleontology at the museum. So, Ray, I got to tell you, I'm very excited about this. Doing research on this Buzzsaw Shark.
Googled away, did you?
Googled away, went onto your website. Very interesting. Tell us about this shark.
This is, I think, undoubtedly the weirdest, coolest shark of all time.
Okay.
And it's big,
It's a good
too.
way
So
to put
big, weird, and ancient. I first saw a fossil of this back in 1993, and so 23 years of my life, I saw this fossil. Just, what is that? This big spiral of teeth. Can I show you the big
Sure,
spiral?
absolutely. He
So
brought
it's
it
as
with
big.
him.
I brought the visual aid here.
So this is similar to the fossil that you found?
Well, no, I
Something
was
like
in a
this?
museum. It was in a museum
Oh,
collection.
it was in a museum, okay.
Museum collection in L.A., and this was just laying on the museum floor, a big spiral of teeth. It looks,
Wow.
at first, like an ammonite, like a shell.
Right.
And when I looked at it, I wanted to know more about it, and the scientist I was with, a paleontologist, a friendly guy, just like Spencer, said that it has blown paleontologists' minds for over 100 years. Nobody's ever figured it out. And it was right then and there that I said, you know, I think I found my life's mission. I want to help figure this thing out.
Wow.
I'm an artist, but I began to just follow this mysterious coil of teeth and wanted to figure out where this went. So the reason it had blown paleontologists' minds is no one knew really where it went on the shark. We didn't have enough information about the rest of the animal.
Okay.
So there was supposition that maybe it was on the dorsal fin spine, maybe it was in the upper jaw, maybe it was in the lower jaw, maybe it was hanging off the tail. All these crazy ideas. And I began to correspond with folks, and eventually in 2013, there was a fellow that reached out to me too, that from the Idaho Museum of Natural History. One thing led to another. We found the perfect fossil to CT scan. So nowadays we can actually CT scan and look inside the fossils. And lo and behold, all the jaw parts were in there, and it proved once and for all that this spiral of teeth was in the lower jaw of the shark. And in the upper jaw, basically flat, crushing teeth. And this thing acted like a buzzsaw. It didn't actually spin or anything, but basically it chopped, more like a chopping block.
Wow.
So it's like a knife and a chopping, surface, a chopping block, and basically hacked its victims asunder.
Wow. So we're
Right?
looking here, Spencer. So there was a bit of a New Mexico tie to this.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
So we're looking at here, Spencer. Tell us what we're looking at.
We're looking at, before 3 years ago, all that had ever been found of buzzsaw sharks in New Mexico were fragments of teeth.
Okay.
But 3 years ago, east of Socorro, a museum volunteer found this jaw fragment. And what you see in the upper right, it's kind of on its side, and you see the teeth. They're these big spear-shaped things. There's 5 of them there. And the one that's at the top, I don't know if he can zoom in more, shows you the serrated edges on these teeth. So they were like steak knives to slice through meat. So we actually now have our own New Mexican buzzsaw shark. It's about 310 million years old, and it's going to be in the exhibit. So when people come see the exhibit, they're going to see the shark, the complete tooth whorls, as we call them.
The Idaho specimens.
Right.
From the Idaho
They'll
specimens.
see Ray's art and his restorations of the shark, but they're also going to be able to see our local
Now,
buzzsaw shark.
speaking of the art, I want to get to it before we lose time because 2 things going on. So let's pull up some of these pieces while we talk about this.
You're looking at my art?
Here we go. This beautiful piece. So there we're seeing the buzzsaw shark.
Actually,
now,
there's the buzzsaw shark.
You make your living as an artist. You live up in Alaska. You have an event tomorrow, I believe, at the Chemo.
I'm talking at the Chemo about how I came to be doing what I'm doing. I'm going to share my tips on how to make a living as an artist.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk all about my strange and wild and wonderful career.
Yeah, it's really incredible, guys. And then Saturday morning, the exhibition opens at
Yes, that's
the
right.
Natural
The
History
exhibit
Museum,
opens up.
so we can come out and we can see these specimens firsthand.
And I'll be there to tour folks through it. Spencer will be there. It's going to be a great time.
How long is this show going to be at the museum, Spencer?
Through September.
Through September.
Into
Okay,
September.
and then it goes on to Oregon after that. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it goes back to Oregon.
Okay,
It came from
it's back to
Oregon. It's on the road.
Fantastic. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Again, for more information on this, for a recap on this, head over to casa.com. Stay with us, guys. More style right after this.
Thank you.